Hello, Machinima Respawn. It is Whiteboy7thst here with some domination on sub base for you guys today. And I will be using my Rush class, which is the UMP with a silencer. I got the M1014 with extended magazines as my secondary weapon. Marathon Pro, Stopping Power Pro, and Commando Pro are my perk loadout. And I have stun grenades and the Semtex as my grenades, and the kill streak loadout is Predator Missile, Harrier Strike, Pave Low combination. And this whole setup I love. I love everything about this kill streak loadout and the creative class setup combined. And I will tell you why in this video. So the UMP silenced is pretty much the best small machine gun. Or is it submachine gun? I always got those mixed up because it's the large machine gun with the LMGs, but now it's submachine gun with the smaller ones. I don't get that, but submachine gun, small machine gun, it's the best one out there. And with the silencer, it's pretty much, you know, there's not a better combination. I mean, if there is got to be a better combination, it would be with the UMP. And it's just a great gun. I like it, and I think everyone should have at least one class with this Rush setup. It's pretty much a universal class. It can work for search and destroy, or team deathmatch, or domination. Whenever you're playing, this one pretty much works for it. But it only works if you're an aggressive player like myself. It's not good for camping or anything like that. And I'm not a camper whatsoever. I like to rush and people spawns. I'm more of an aggressive player. I like to get a large amount of kills, and that's what I seem to do best. And using the UMP with Marathon Pro is the best way to do that. You gotta rush, you gotta be able to run from one side of the map to the other, because the only reason why I die most of the time is because people are camping in their spawns, and then I spawn all the way over by B again, and then I gotta run for like half a minute. And the Marathon Pro is pretty much a must, and it works in search and in ground war, domination, team deathmatch, whatever, because when you're rushing in search, when you get that element of surprise, you got the upper hand. And I don't know, I think Marathon Pro is a pretty good perk 1 for this class. So let's talk about perk 2, Stopping Power. Stopping Power, again, it's pretty much a must, because I just hate when I'm shooting people before they see me and somehow they kill me. I don't get that. But with Stopping Power, you know, pretty much if you see the person and you shoot them before they shoot you, it's gonna work out in your favor, and the better player usually wins using this class. So, you know, Stopping Power, I just like it to get the easy amount of kills with the UMP. And for the shotgun, for your secondary weapon, it just helps a lot with the hit markers. I mean, you do get a lot more hit markers without Stopping Power, and I never use a shotgun without Stopping Power. I just can't stand hit markers. It's the worst thing. I don't understand why one shot's not a kill with the shotgun, but Stopping Power seems to help a lot in that matter. So, you know, pretty much the only perk 2 you gotta use unless you want to go cold-blooded and be all stealthy, super silent, sneaky, stealthy sniper. But anyways, I'm not that kind of player. I like to run and rush, and using cold-blooded with the SMG, I mean, you can, I don't know, you could be knee-deep in their spawn, but that's not my style of gameplay. So I like Stopping Power. And for the third perk, which is Commando, I know a lot of people don't like Commando, but I like it. I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, it's a little frustrating at times, but you know, if you see them before they're coming with you at the knife, you should get the kill most of the time. I mean, Commando, it's a little iffy perk, but I only use Commando in ground war. I like to switch it up for search because the heartbeat sensor situation and whatnot. But really, for a third perk in domination, which I usually play ground war, there's a lot of action. I mean, Commando's got to help you out the most, I think. I mean, you can use sit rep if you're really running into claymores a lot, but I don't run into claymores too much, so sit rep's not an option for me. And Commando is also going to help you flanking and rushing them. For instance, on sub base, this building right here, you can, when they have the A flag and you got B and C, which is the ideal situation, you can run up this, let's call it this, wait, it's the A building? Let's call it this A building. You can run up there and then jump down towards the left side if you're facing B. I think it's the west, but I'm not too sure. You can jump down right kind of by their spawn and get a good flank, and if anyone's in that little tunnel like thing, you can get a really good flank on them. And the only way to do that is have commando, because if you jump down there without it, you're pretty much gonna die. So you know, you could say, why not use steady aim? And I found out that steady aim doesn't help too much in terms of the shotgun. I mean, for the SMGs a little bit, and I know that it works a lot for the AK, but other than that, you know, steady aim, I don't like it with the shotguns because it seems to reduce the spread greatly, and it will be a lot more concentrated when you're using steady aim with a shotgun, but it seems like you're gonna get a lot more hit markers unless you get the crosshairs exactly on the body. You can't miss too much off the body, and without steady aim, it seems that it's gotta kill anyone in the path pretty much. It's a lot less hit markers, and especially with the M1014, that's why I'm using it as my secondary weapon. I was on a quest for the perfect secondary weapon for this rush class, and I'm starting to like the M1014 a lot lately, because it's the most powerful shotgun in the game. It got the most damage, I believe. Yeah, it does, right? I think so. And if not, it's right up there. And, you know, without steady aim, the spread is pretty good. And, you know, if you get the crosshairs on a person, you gotta get the kill. So it's a good shotgun, and it's semi-automatic. You don't gotta cock it every time you shoot like the Spaz. I mean, the AA-12 is pretty good as well, but without steady aim, it seems to be kind of wild. I mean, steady aim is only good for the AA-12 and like the models akimboed, but any other shotgun, I don't like it too much. So I did make a mistake. I said I was using the Semtex earlier in this video. I'm actually using the C4s, and I'm using the C4s really for equipment. It's more of a personal preference. There's not one thing that's better than the other. I mean, Semtex is pretty good, but C4s are just as deadly, and I'm using them because, to be honest, I was kind of a beast with the satchel charges in the World at War days, and I don't know, I'm missing the satchel charges, and C4s are pretty good explosive-wise, and you can detonate them whenever you want, and you know, I don't know, it's just a little bit different. C4 kills are a lot more satisfying than Semtex kills, and I don't know, just have fun with the C4s. It's a pretty fun thing to use, and yeah. So that's pretty much it for the create a class combination. Let's get to the kill streak loadout. So I'm using the Predator Missile Harrier Strike Pavlo combination, and what I like so much about this kill streak loadout is basically what you gotta do is get a 5 kill streak, which is your Predator Missile, and if you got the enemy team in a spawn trap, like if you're controlling 2 of the flags, pretty much on any map, it's not too uncommon to get 2 kills with a Predator Missile, and that's gonna get you to your Harrier Strike, and the bombs from the Harrier Strike alone should get you to your Pavlo. If not, the bzz bzz bzz, that should definitely get you to your Pavlo. So all you gotta do is get a 5 kill streak, and you have 2 air support in the air, which are pretty powerful, and they're unmanned as well, so you can continue running around and doing some killing as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I get over 100 kills and less than 20 deaths. If you want to check out my YouTube channel, please go do so. Link will be in the description, or you can go to youtube.com/Whiteboy7thst. I post a full match with commentary every weekend, so if you're interested in that, please check out my channel. I would appreciate it greatly. Like this video if you did so.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter. There you'll find the latest updates from our premier directors and the Machinima Respawn team.